Hey everyone. What's up? Yep, been a wild 3 days on the channel, and the thumbnail once again didn't update the way it was supposed to. Oh, so hi everyone. Good to see you all. A little tired. Like, just a little bit tired, but I'm good. But yeah, pretty good weekend overall, I'd say, on the channel, though. I got some website updates to do, obviously. Some things to catch up on. Some website stuff to update for sure. This will be one of those working kind of streams where I'm getting stuff done while I'm live, because I thought that wasn't going to be live. That's next week. That's starting Friday. There's not going to be any lives for a little while. I'm still here for the rest of the month. I'm here today and tomorrow, and then after tomorrow I'm gone. Wednesday I'm getting final preparations made. Thursday morning we leave. So, all right. My last website update. See if I can figure it out because my power went out the other day. So I have to sign back in to the website. All right, so as Raw kicks off, my last website update was on the 12th, which was a week ago. So I got a week's worth of episodes to update stuff from. So that would have been last Monday. So we've got NXT, AEW, LAW, AEW Full Gear, Elimination Chamber, and Nowhere to Run. SmackDown and NXT are both coming out tomorrow. I've been given word from Ray on that one, for those wondering. And then this weekend is supposed to be Saturday night's main event, I believe. Ray might have to delay it a week. I don't know. That's just me assuming that he might have to. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to be here this week, or this weekend, so I don't know. I also need to add the Ring of Honor titles to the website and stuff. Okay. But now that you guys know about TNA coming back, it does mean that I can actually publish the champions page of the website at long last. That's what I've been waiting for because, as you can now see, the TNA titles are on this page. I didn't want to publish the page with those on there because I knew people would be like, oh, well, why is TNA there, Xander? And then I would have blown my cover. Alright, so let's see. Playing Catch Up Part 1. I watched this episode of NXT on my own. I vaguely remember the stuff that happened on it. We had Soul and Jordan face to face. Did I? I thought I updated this because. No, I didn't update this. I clicked through it and I was like, huh. A lot of people who have been released are in this one. Yeah, that's what it was. I just never published it. Also, for those wondering, there's not going to be anything indie-wise this week either. I was thinking about something for Thursday, but I'm going to be on the road all day Thursday, so I'd rather not be having a premiere while I'm on the road again. Like, I was on the road for all of Raw today, so. Which was unfortunate because it's one of my favorite episodes. Like, today's Raw was far and away one of my favorite episodes I've done. The road to WrestleMania has officially kicked off in the LS11 universe in some of the most explosive ways. But yeah, this also means that I can republish the TNA section of the website, which is nice. I'm gonna wanna level out the roster a little bit more first, though. Yep, Chris Masters and JTG, the mid 2000s mid card. No man, remember no Saturday night's main event watch along. No, there's no Saturday night's main event watch along. There's no SmackDown watch along. There's no is it Battleground? Is that what it is this weekend? Yeah, Battleground. There's no Battleground watch along. There's no Saturday night's main event watch along. And there's no SmackDown watch along. If there's a Raw watch along next week, it means that I apparently had a really good drive back. But I'm going to be on the road for 5 hours next week, which to an extent is kind of child's play for me nowadays. But I'm still shocked. Hammerstone got a clean win over Ricky Saints on NXT last week. So that was NXT. But yeah, pretty wild episode of LS11 Raw today. Glad people really enjoyed it. This is officially Raw is on the road to WrestleMania. SmackDown still has Saturday night's main event to get through. I will say, not Battleground. Shit. Dynamite is already ready to go, so that'll be out for members pretty quickly, actually, compared to normal. I don't know how well early access is going to work for Monday next week, like for Raw next week, um, because of me being out of town. Raw may very well premiere next week just because the gauntlet and stuff. But we will see on that front. I haven't decided yet. I really like doing premieres, but I also don't like I really like doing premieres, but I also don't want to oversaturate them by doing them, every single week. Because back when we were in 2K19, the final month of modded 2K19, or the final full month of 2K19 was pretty much all premieres for 4 weeks straight. And that was like every Raw, every SmackDown, because it was just Raw, SmackDown, and Dynamite at the time, and Dynamite always premiered at the time anyway. But Raw, SmackDown, and Dynamite and ARW were all premiering every week at the time, like 4 premieres a week, and then specials some weekends. It was a little much at that time. Oh, there we go. Cool. I sent a message to one of my friends. I want to make sure I wasn't accidentally just flashing my conversation with a friend on screen. I disagree wholeheartedly, Gunther. This piece of shit doesn't require any respect. I'm waiting. The other shoe is gonna drop, and Gunther's gonna say some vile shit to him. Oh, here we go. Oh God, the Logang. I haven't heard that crap in years. There we go. Oh boy.
be Jey Uso, and if you square off with me on June 9th in Phoenix, all your other accolades do not mean anything, because we will square off. That bell will ring, and I'm gonna eat you alive.
I don't think it's entirely... and this is not me advocating for it. This is not me advocating for it. It's not impossible that Logan cheats to win this weekend. Gets a little 1 month run with the belt just for Gunther to annihilate him.
You heard that? What, you walking away from Logan Paul? Yo, man, I wasn't even talking to you. Of course you walked away.
Oh, there's Jay. Yeah, I'm not advocating for Logan to be champion at all. I can't stand him. He has go away heat with me. He has turn off my TV heat.
I'm gonna see you on Saturday. And Gunther, I'm gonna see you in Phoenix. Four letters, one word. It could be a busy few weeks for the current World Heavyweight Champion, Jey Uso, faces Logan Paul Saturday night on Saturday night's main event. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific, live nationwide at NBC and streaming on Peacock. The winner has to take on Gunther for the world title 3 weeks from tonight. But Pat, Jey Uso, he's had enough of Logan Paul's ambushes and sneak attacks. It'll pay back by Jey tonight. Yeah, Logan Paul said a lot of things in a very confident fashion, and in the end, Jey Uso delivers a super kick to Logan Paul's jaw. Well, if that happens on Saturday, it's on. Yeah, but first, the main event tonight, Jey Uso's got to take on Braun Breaker later on. Switching gears tonight.
I'm getting LAW added in here now. It does, for those wondering, because I barely talked. I talked about it a little bit on Friday. It does feel good to have retained the grand title the other day.
Turning point of the matchup was here. This apparently was fitted for us, as we saw Rhea get involved, and Roxanne took out her partner.
To be one of only 4 people to have ever beaten Logan Paul in LS11 Universe. It's me, it's John Cena, it's Tommaso Ciampa, it's Bobby Lashley. Feels good.
Stand together. Oh, and backstage, Roxanne and Julia had an issue.
Yeah, Roxanne and Julia went their separate ways last week. Julia is now on SmackDown. Roxanne is now part of Raw. Good for both of them. Glad they're both finally on main.
Congratulations to Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez will be in action tonight. Triple threat match to qualify for the Money in the Bank contract ladder match in a couple of weeks.
Well, speaking of Money in the Bank, Money in the Bank qualifiers for WrestleMania begin soon in LS11 Universe. Starting next week.
One note on the Roxanne signing, of course, with Monday Night Raw. We learned on Friday on SmackDown, Pat, that Julia has signed with the Blue Brand over on Friday night. That's the focus of the prodigy coming to Monday Night Raw is great for us. SmackDown with Julia.
All right, first match of the night is the AJ and Penta tag match. As always, folks, out in the chat, out there in YouTube land, if you got any questions, burning questions for me, ask away. Anything to do with the universe, plenty of stuff to ask, I'm sure. Especially after the incredible night of action we had on Raw. The sheer drama, the almost soap opera level story between Seth Rollins and Nathan Frazier. The "Stop making me do this to you, just lay down," followed by Nathan yelling back, "I am what you made me. I am who you made me. I am the consequences of your actions. I am the consequences of your teachings." So a lot of it was a very soap opera episode of LS11 Raw tonight. It was a lot more story-based than wrestling-based, which I think is how you guys know I like my wrestling. I'm very much a storyteller, if you didn't know. Which I think you all did know. Like, I think everyone knows I really love storytelling in my wrestling.
Everybody wants a piece of El Grande Americano. Take the world by storm. And at the Meadow, Rob is smashed, but hey, he's getting the job done. Now, Chad Gable, on the other hand, continued to lose. Two different people, obviously. We all know that. And this man right here.
Yep, a wild few days of LS11 Universe.
Zero Fear has captivated the WWE Universe since the morning.
So Mox apparently back in WWE. Yep, seems that way. So it would seem. And as I kind of said at the end of Raw, Jimmy Uso has made enemies tonight out of Jon Moxley, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. I'm sure there is no thread that could connect those three together that would make this be possibly bad for Jimmy at all.
Will help protect even the odds and allowed AJ Styles to knock off Balor, help the Judgment Day. AJ Styles, multi-time WWE champion. As you mentioned, first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt. All over the world.
God, Judgment Day's theme. Going from Alter Bridge to this was just the absolutely killed any kind of aura the group had. It's the most generic shit. I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, you also, very minor change, but I'm sure some people noticed it. The intro and outros got swapped around for LS11 Universe. So now the members get thanked at the start of the video, and the Patreons get thanked at the end. It's just a small change because, quite honestly, it's easier for me to change the member screen and not having to do...
They got into it last June at Madison Square Garden on Friday Night SmackDown. Well, some things are just more beautiful when it's happening in the WWE and in the NBA.
We're showing a replay from last year of Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson, who I assume are going to be two of the NBA stars in the unwanted NBA DLC this year. That's my assumption.
You see the tweet that was sent out by Triple H earlier on today. Later on tonight, Tyrese.
Why?
Talk all about that incident with Brunson last year and about the Eastern Conference Finals. Also a massive announcement from Tyrese Halliburton later on tonight here live.
I assume Tyrese Halliburton's announcement's going to be that he's going to be in 2K25. That's my assumption. Not that I want it, but that's my assumption because, well...
Now, that was interesting. You know, Logan Paul wants to talk about facts. Let me give you some facts. Everybody says I trade Roman. Everybody says I betrayed CM Punk. To betray somebody, you have to stab them in the back. You have to do something untoward that you don't see coming. So I want to tell you this straight to your face, so I can't be accused of betraying the world champion main event chambers. Tonight, you are going to fight Braun Breaker. Fact. I was not on the line. Fact. I would very rarely negotiate a match like that. Fact. I did negotiate that. Fact. Braun Breaker is not looking for the title. Fact. Braun Breaker is looking to slow down your momentum. You're that great of a champion. Fact. Whether it's you or Logan Paul or Gunther.
Yeah, I do have to admit that I'm kind of excited the Great Khali is going to be in the game. Like I gotta admit, there's part of me that's excited that Great Khali is going to be in that DLC. There's always a small part of me that has like this soft spot for Khali.
Tonight. That is a fact. Nonetheless, it is our main event later on tonight. The title's out on the line, and it's about hurting someone for Braun Breaker. Breaker's got his marching orders. He takes on Jey Uso live later on tonight. That's for tag team action in the ring. When the AJ Styles begins on Judgment Day. Let's see what happened last week for the latest chapter in his written in this historic rivalry.
Also, congrats to Raquel Rodriguez for her first title in LS11 universe this week.
Obviously, everybody wants a piece of the El Grande Americano business. And later on in the night, AJ Styles one-on-one with Finn Balor, of course. Judgment Day would get involved. And then
Murdered AJ's theme again. Great. No, they didn't. AJ came out, so they don't want to nope, they don't want none. Whatever it's called. He came out to that. He didn't come out to the other thing. Yeah, Penta and Jordan Grace being the next DLC I'm excited about.
And here we go. We're underway with tag team action. Unlike Ron Soto, these boys show up every single night. And back into the corner now with Styles. AJ Styles start chance begin. Obviously, it's time to come up. What's interesting to me, Pat, is Carlito is at ringside. But once again, Dominic Mysterio, the Intercontinental Champion, is not out here for the second straight week for Judgment Day match. We know Doc's here. We saw him arrive earlier on today. And we tried to ask the Judgment Day where the hell he was last week. They were
Hi, Daryl. Good to see you, bud.
they were talking. She's back.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. He was talking about Judgment Day and got confused with AJ. Yeah, that was my assumption as well, Zach. That was indeed my assumption as well. God, Rhea Ripley's win streak is ridiculous. Rhea Ripley has won her last, is on a 26 match win streak this season. 26-0 currently. That's one.
Damn near perfect. Obviously, just that one collaboration. There's good reason.
Two.
Thompson, he's so good. Focus judgment day. Back outside the ring.
Three.
Working great together here tonight. Absolutely. Up over the top of the
4.
incredible action.
5. And Seth.
Another team together for this match tonight. Yet
6. Okay.
did you hear that? Right here in front of us, to JD McDonough.
They're kind of wearing matching attires. I haven't seen AJ. Hold on. I've only been like half paying attention. Oh yeah, they kind of are. That's kind of neat though. Hey Daryl, again. Okay, so. Oh, we got our PR comments. Hold on. Which means he'll probably be here in a second. Let me read these. I always like PR's really big comments.
Unloading again with another chop to McDonough. Dropping McDonough to the bottom rope. Greenville. From behind, taking advantage. The official was struck by McDonough. Actually, McDonough and Bauer, former tag team champions. In fact, JD McDonough is from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, the same place Finn Balor is from. In fact, Balor trained JD McDonough early on in his career. Sent there by Balor. Finn Balor. Ireland has certainly created something. Dogs in the ring. Finn Balor, former world champion. No secrets. Carlito with a cheap shot. You saw the marketing a little bit. You know, Eddie Rango maybe should have said something. That's fair. You know, Eddie Rango is one of the greatest referees in all of sports. But yeah, I didn't see what Carlito's up to. That's a bad apple out there. Problem is, we're always in a situation. You're going to be behind in the numbers in the ring against Judgment Day. Penta tried to make a tag and prevented it from happening. Yeah, they're not above doing it, too. I mean, they'll take every single shortcut they can possibly take. They think they're outsmarting, which there's good arguments for. Nice drop toe hold by McDonough. They're coming out on Penta. Kick out at 2. McDonough can go. Absolutely. Very confident. Before a vicious stop.
Hey Pierre.
Carlito did during the play. And Judgment is always going to utilize the numbers in there. It's a seven star strategy. Carlito delivers the left hook to Penta's face. Completely flipped the match around. JD is in complete control.
Awesome Raw today. Awesome Raw this. Logan, Jane, Gunther at a promo segment, and now we're getting AJ and Penta versus Finn and JD. And that's about it.
That is bigger than everybody else. He could argue that he's also a bigger wing than everybody. I'll tell you what, the thickness of South Carolina cannot be understated. It is a huge town. It is hot down here. It is thick as a bridge. So whenever these guys are battling, we're going to showcase who's really in it tonight. Tag made. Here comes Balor. Done it. Balor doing a great job isolating Penta. Now Balor trying to put the mask off of Penta. He understands what he's doing. The mind games, the psychology, the tradition of the lucha man.
Hey GT.
What it means to the competitor. Balor knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, trying to get under his skin, under his mask, whatever he can do. Balor. And it would turn it around and create some space off that cross body. Perfect usage of momentum to be able to do that. Definitely want to. Balor. Try that against Cooper on this one. Penta. And Balor again doing a great job not allowing Penta to make the tag. Judgment Day. Peanut butter and jelly right now. Balor staring down the man who's got a lot of history with AJ Styles.
Oh, man.
Talked a lot about that with big matchup last week. It's not scared to ask if you're not pressed too. 1% body fat on this man. Incredible.
Okay, what have I... Okay, it's still Raw that I have to do next.
Gotta get it too. But Balor's made a lot about the fact that he's cleaning up the message from Dominic Mysterio over the past few weeks. Again, I go back to what we mentioned before.
Thoughts on Jon Moxley joining WWE Universe mode? Well, this time, he actually has. He is officially part of the Raw roster now. What does this mean for the Death Riders? Because I know that question's coming. That's a great question. What does it mean for the Death Riders? Maybe you'll find out eventually. That day will not be this Wednesday, but maybe one day soon you'll find out what that means for the Death Riders. Oh, miscue between Finn and JD. Yeah, and now Jordan Grace is officially part of Raw as well. So, and I'm telling you that you will, in fact, that John Moxley joined it. I think with the context of the streamline, I would have believed me. I would have believed whoever said it, but... Like, I think with the context of I finally went through Ray finally let me go through the streamline after 2.5 years of borderline begging for it.
AJ Styles put on a clinic.
Well, Carlito getting involved.
You gotta hand it to Judgment Day. Danny McDonough distracting the official enough for Carlito to drive Styles into a ring post and turn this match around in favor of Judgment Day. Everybody knew Carlito was going to get involved. Come on. He wants me to call it down the middle. Why don't you be fair then? Let the boys talk. Styles driven with a barricaded by McDonough.
Yep, KO and Gargano is continuing to get more brutal, it seems. We also had the official Raw debut of El Grande El Masacano today. And next week, El Grande El Masacano and The Miz will challenge the Hardys for the World Tag Team titles on the road to WrestleMania. I'm thinking next week's Raw may also be a premiere just because of how big of an episode it is. With the gauntlet, with the tag title match, with all the other stuff happening, with some Money in the Bank qualifiers starting. I will say I'm kind of sad I'm not going to be able to do a TNA watch along this weekend either. But it's kind of one of those is what it is things, you know? Because I'm going to be having a really good time at the con. So if anyone cares to go to the Streamlabs link down below and send me some con money, much appreciated. But as always, never obligated. That's the most shilling I'll do is that one little instance of saying, you know, if you feel like help him out with some spending money for the convention, by all means, but as always, not required in the slightest. I definitely understand it is tough times for everyone right now, and the last thing I want to be is someone that's sitting here going, "Give me money."
Styles kicks again. I think Finn thought that was it. Keeping the match. And AJ Styles is better holding on. Desperately needs to get into this match. AJ is in a world of hurt here.
I will say that it was very funny this afternoon or this evening, as Raw was going off the air, when Jimmy had already laid out both Moxley and Roman, and then the show ended with him laying out Rollins. It was admittedly very funny, kind of seeing the gears turn in the chats, in everyone in chat's brains as they kind of realized, like, oh shit. They kind of had that moment like, oh shit, I think I know where this is going. And it was like, do you? Alice was eliminated early. That's just how it happens in the chamber sometimes, man. Sometimes people get eliminated early.
That momentum was stopped by that slip up. The unity in there is crazy. We're going to see a lot of that tonight, especially on the road. Trying to deliver by Penta. Penta's such a joy to watch, isn't he? Yes, he is. He takes advantage of every single square. Oh! They've done it into a headstand.
But yeah, I will admit I was hoping to have an indie show done for this week. I don't think I'm going to, because it would premiere on Thursday if it did, and as I said, we have our drive out on Thursday, and I don't want to be, and we're staying with a friend as well, so I don't want to be staying at this friend's house and not hanging out with her, and instead just being on my phone the whole time for a premiere. So I'll try and maybe do it next week. We'll see. Seth Rollins is closing on a bit of a milestone here, folks. Seth Rollins is approaching 200 career matches now in LS11 Universe, which is wild to think about because it was only Season 4 when he hit match 100, and his 100th match was against Gunther. Oh, there we go. I will refill my water on like the next commercial break. But yeah, Seth Rollins has wrestled. Seth Rollins has wrestled 178 matches in the LS11 universe. He has had 141 wins, 36 losses, and 1 draw/no contest. I admittedly cannot remember what that no contest was off the top of my head. Like, admittedly, off the top of my head, can't remember what the no contest was immediately. I remember it, but I don't remember what it was. Like, I do remember Seth having a no contest. It was not this season, I know that much. Now that Gargano and Ciampa 4 is done, what's my favorite of their 5 matches, including the triple threat as one of them? Probably One Final Beat from Survivor Series. That's the most brutal one. I really like that one. Oh my god, when you listen to Finn, you scored a pin. It's a Christmas miracle. Finn Balor actually got a win.
That's loaded with this piece of metal. Cost Penta the match again. We're talking a lot of facts tonight. You're saying a lot of opinions.
Finn equals win tonight.
That was a Grande Americano. Not Gable. Penta hits a Mexican destroyer of JD Gyllenhaal on the outside.
Finn equals win. That's fucking wild. Yeah, I think one final beat was my favorite. Gargano Ciampa showdown. Yes, JT. WrestleMania 1 with the Gargano escape kendo stick. I don't think he used the kendo stick at WrestleMania 1. You might be right. Why is Cloud Stripe? Is he? Hold on. I don't think Gargano used the kendo stick at WrestleMania. That was, I think you're thinking of the Austin Aries match. Let me double check. Because you might be right and I might be wrong. Yeah, no, it was, yeah, no, you can see here. WrestleMania was just the Gargano escape. Kendo stick was the Austin Aries match.
How are you feeling with the winner potentially targeting you? I know what it takes to win Money in the Bank, but we have a win.
I don't know if I've got an answer for you on the Cloud Strife one though. It made me laugh though.
You've never been able to be one-on-one. I'll be ready for anyone. I already put there one champion. I got no problem putting down another.
On the man, Becky Lynch. An opportunity to qualify for Money in the Bank.
Yeah, here's Becky.
Money in the Bank is a massive opportunity. And one of these three women would be a step closer if they win tonight to a championship opportunity down the road. We'll talk all about it. It's live on Netflix.
Hardcore title history. Are you going to get rid of the? No, he's in the title history. I'm just never gonna acknowledge it. It's the same way that it's the same way that WWE it's the same way that WWE they don't acknowledge Chris Benoit, but if you go to WWE.com, like just to prove my point here real quick, if you go to WWE.com and you go like the history of, let's just say, the old World Heavyweight title, because that'll be easiest. Like, you go to the history of it, like, he's still in the history of it. There's just nothing about it. It's going to be a similar situation to that, where I just, as opposed to where, well, there you go. But, like, they don't acknowledge how he won it. They don't acknowledge who Randy beat for it. Just be like that with Riddle for me.
And Natalia. If you talk to a lot of the women in the locker room, they believe that Becky Lynch was the one who was going to help the younger women to adapt to the rock, to give them opportunities, to teach them the way of the world in WWE. But in fact, Becky, according to many, has gone her own separate way and only cares about herself. Where this woman, Natalia, is really trying to train the next generation of women superstars here in WWE. She's been working with Maxine and Frida
Good to see Natalia on Raw. I like Natty. Okay, so while it's technical and commercial for a minute, I'm going to run my dishes from dinner downstairs, and I'm going to refill my water. Because I have been on the road all day and have not had a chance to really have much water, so I'm feeling a little dehydrated compared to normal.
What an opportunity for this young woman. New deal. She's now part of Monday Night Raw. We are thankful and lucky for that. The prodigy is exactly that. A prodigy. So talented at such a young age. One of these three women could have the opportunity of a lifetime trying to win Money in the Bank. Back to the triple threat just a moment, but just now, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Dominic Mysterio, and Alexa Bliss are headed to the Fanatics Fest. Don't miss, you can't forget up close and personal with your favorite WWE superstars with the #1 show for sports fans and collectors. Emanates from the Javits Center in New York City, June 20th through the 22nd. This one show the WWE Universe does not want to miss, so secure your tickets now at fanaticsfest.com.
Bro, I'm telling you, get here quick, bro. I don't want to be here, brother. I got super kicked in the face. I'm gonna call you back, bro. Not the time, Seth. Please, just leave me alone. Please. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. I get it. Just hear me out, man. Got a big match coming up this Saturday. World Heavyweight Championship shot. Jay Uso. It's gonna be hurt. Stuff with nose in my business where it didn't belong to the table. And when he walks by Greenville, he's wheeled out of here on a stretcher. On Saturday, it's not going to be 100%, which means the odds are in your favor. And if you can get past Jey Uso, if it becomes really quick, I'll be waiting on the other side. You will know who to thank if you got that World Heavyweight Championship on your shoulder. Maybe we run it back from WrestleMania. Except this time, World Heavyweight Championship on. Think about it.
An interesting proposition for Seth Rollins there. On the mind of Logan Paul, he got a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity. A lot of people have ideas. Live on the line of Raw's newest signee, Roxanne Perez, now part of the Monday Night Raw roster against Becky Lynch. Natalia triple threat match. First woman to gain pinfall or submission will win and advance to the Money in the Bank contract ladder match 2 weeks from Saturday. The two Hall of Famers and Roxanne Perez have just signed with Raw. Becky Lynch, perhaps trying to coach Roxanne Perez and want to be a team. Eliminate Natalia early on, and that's why you don't trust Becky Lynch. Well, I think it's the better experience is going to be on roll up to Natalia. Roxanne kicks out at 2. Now, you notice the briefcase is hanging above the ring. In 2 weeks, in this ladder match, inside the briefcase will be a contract that if you take the briefcase down and win that matchup, you can cash in for a world title opportunity anytime you want. You're actually in complete control of the entire WWE business. Hold it over the head of the world champion at all times. There's Tiffany Stratton can attest that he's changed your career 100% of the time when it comes to the women's division. The cash-in has been significant.
Hi, everybody. I returned. What?
Hi, chat. I'm only here for a minute.
Yeah, I'm just showing her what I ordered. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's still my favorite suit on.
I like that's from 2 as well. I like how it's from 2 a little
You
bit
got the jump rod too.
Yeah, the wonderful tune. Alright, everybody.
Bye, chat. Nice knowing you.
Alright, I'm back. For reference, I was showing Alex this that came in the mail today. My black cat figure from Spider-Man 2. Because that is Alex's favorite Marvel character. Hold on. Bloody brutal, but not personal this time. Perfect timing that Xander left because Logan was on screen. Picture for really. Bring it to con. There's not going to be anyone there to. Why would I bring it to the con? If like the voice actress of Black Cat was going to be there, I would, but she's not going to be there. What does it look like when you use a slide as a basketball? I'm sure there's videos on the internet that answer that. Also, my golf Waluigi costume is pretty much complete. I just have to get a rose to put on the fedora, and then I'm done. And then, as I joked, I'm taking Sexy Waluigi with me, aka my Femme Waluigi. And those may or may not be orange high heels in the background, is all I'm saying there. I need to text one of my friends real quick about something.
Lyra Valkyria told the world that Becky cannot be trusted. She's in this for herself. She doesn't want to help the young superstars of WWE today. Becky Lynch is okay with people knowing that. Roxanne Perez now back into the ring. And Natalya will wipe out Becky. And now Roxanne will take out everybody. Roxanne Perez standing tall. With the threat action.
I assume Becky picks up the win in this one. I wouldn't be upset if Lyra cost her because I would prefer a Roxanne. I would prefer a Roxanne win. Here, I'd prefer Roxanne to go to Money in the Bank. Becky definitely doesn't need it.
Let's go boxing chance here. Later tonight, Rhea Ripley, Kyrie Sane, Zoe Stark qualify. Becky stops the momentum of
I think Rhea qualifies. I could see a Roxanne win here. I really could. Can't believe KO came all the way to Australia, pile drive Johnny. Like, they stuck around to throw him off a fucking ambulance today, too.
Becky and Roxanne know that too. Said I've been out of action for a year. I came back. The world's talking about me. I'm getting all these opportunities, and there was someone like Natalya who just scrapping to make ends meet. Like everybody wants to see Becky Lynch Natalia's put together a great career. I don't think she's scrapping for anything, but the opportunity arises. Natalia will try to take advantage of it.
Well, if you guys follow us over on, unfortunately, Twitter, as much as I don't want to be there, or our fucking, what's it called? In our Discord, either of those, you will see that the playing cards from Xandermania this year are back for WrestleMania. It'll go on Instagram soon as well. I always forget I have Instagram to an extent, because I so scarcely post on it. But yeah, the playing card graphics are back for WrestleMania.
Let's fight. Roxanne said, let's fight. And Becky said, back into the ring. And Red's got to be thinking, I can win this match. Still in this. I'm standing tall. Natalia's out. Becky's reeling. Can't top rope cross body on it. Rolls through Roxanne. To the neck of Lynch. Roxanne again looking for the win. To advance to Money in the Bank and a kick out by Becky. Triple threat action's been wild and furious here. Natalia, Roxanne, Becky Lynch, the winner of this advances to Money in the Bank. Phoenix Saturday is Roxanne Perez, who just signed on with Monday Night Raw earlier today. We're going to win a massive matchup tonight. Just pointing up to those briefcases that are a one-way trip to a title shot. Roxanne, history of the game, those who state. In the corner, into Natalia. Now, Roxanne Perez trying to wrestle Becky the mat. And then Natalia takes out both of them. They get to this clothesline, made famous by her late great father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And she gave the sharpshooter in. Well, Roxanne again trying to thwart that and out. Natalia's stacking Roxanne on Becky. Can she do it, Pat?
First turned on Tiffany. Yes, she did. And I will guarantee you none of you actually know where this is going. You think you do. You do not. That is all I'm going to tell you. You think you know exactly where this is going. You do not. And that's not like a diss at anyone either. That is just a genuinely this story is about to take such a turn that you are not prepared for. Well, JT does. He's in the creative team, but like JT knows he's in the creative team. But that's it.
Perez looking for pop rocks. That's her finishing maneuver. Becky able to counter. Becky can't handle a slam. Did she get enough of it? Up in the leg. Natalia's got to break things up. Natalia is scrapping.
But that doesn't count because you're in the creative team, JT.
The kick out by Roxanne Perez in 2. All 3 women down. So much on the line. Well, let's right here. For a Money in the Bank opportunity. Alexa Bliss was already qualified for one of the 6 spots. Friday Night SmackDown. One of these women will join her. We have another qualifying matchup later on tonight. Men's qualifying action gets underway on Raw next Monday.
First WrestleMania with all game renders for everything. I'm really happy with how the game renders have been turning out for everything. It is genuinely, in the long run, it's going to be easier because everyone will have the same lighting and everything, and championship renders and stuff will be easier. I just got to get around to actually, making the championship renders. That's been the hard part. Just not having time is the hard part.
Becky's got to break things up. Man, Roxanne, so impressive. Rocks into a German suplex. And this thing was almost over for Roxanne Perez.
Oh. Shock Thea tapped out Kong. Oh, yeah.
Been an electric crowd all night long here at Capacity in Greenville, South Carolina. An opportunity to qualify for the Money in the Bank contract ladder match and perhaps change the trajectory of your career. The event, 2 weeks from Saturday in LA.
Change the trajectory of your career, your life, your family's life, your future, your legacy, everything.
And Becky fighting back. Again, said earlier, she wants to burst Roxanne's little bubble in what's been an incredible nearly 6 months here at WWE for Perez. Only tonight, become an official part of the Raw roster. And look at these two women go out of here. And Becky with an uppercut. And a kick to the midsection, and the veteran Becky Lynch takes over.
These ladies.
Nice throw by Roxanne Perez.
Have been putting on an absolute brawl here. Make room for it.
Oh, man.
NXT Women's Champion. And a climb to the top rope. Blow to Perez.
How is anybody going to get anybody? No idea.
Look at Roxanne fight back. The fiery prodigy.
Wait a minute, Natalia now thinking. Big picture.
And now Natalia driving Becky into Roxanne.
With a super cheer.
To that powerbomb for the win. Becky kicks out at 2.
Cheers Becky Lynch off of Roxanne. And a sit-down powerbomb. Natalia might win this thing.
Natalia now with Roxanne in trouble. And up to the top rope now. Suplex by Natalia. Suplex from Natalia. And Roxanne at 2, another near fall.
The bottle botch was funny when Loa got hit with it. He is the only guy that would have allowed me to do that without cutting it.
Finally going for it, Pat.
There's another botch that you guys didn't see for... There's another botch you guys didn't see that was from Raw that I... Maybe I'll show it tonight, but it didn't make air for obvious reasons.
Becky Lynch, face first, bulldog to Natalia. And now looking for a disarmer. Natalia able to roll her up, kick out.
Come on, Roxy.
Now caught. Natalia catches Perez.
Back in the sharpshooter.
Again, Roxanne trying to make for the ropes. That won't save her. No disqualification for countouts. Triple threat rules.
Back in the sharpshooter again for Roxanne.
Oh, double sharpshooter.
Becky grabs the rope, doesn't matter. Will not break the count. Becky able to get out. Natalia drags Roxanne back. Roxanne turns it around. Well, thought she turned it around. Natalia drags her back to the center of the ring. Becky Lynch back into the ring. Becky now.
And I think Becky's... Oh, no, there's Lyra. Yes. Come on, Roxy. Roll over onto Natty. Get in, Lyra. You keep her from qualifying.
Trying to turn her attention back to the match. Natalia able to take Becky down. Right about Tyrion. It's sexed here. Dragging Lynch out of the ring. Meanwhile,
Pop rocks. There we go.
continue fighting. What an unbelievable half year for Roxanne Perez continues here in WWE. Her first night officially on Raw and Pat. She's punched her ticket to Money in the Bank.
Hell yeah. Oh, there's Sammy.
you know, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, all of that. You don't need to deal with that. I'll take care of that on Saturday, right? I know you got a Braun Breaker tonight. Handle your business. I want you to know if the numbers game, if you play that. Good? Come on, man, can get a little. Take care of this.
I think there's a solid chance Roxanne might pick up the win. She was one of the ones I pitched in that video for who could have the briefcase. I will attempt to get another couple Wrestle Luigi videos in the can. That way, I can upload them while I'm out of town. Well, Zoe Stark has changed her hair color.
Another world title opportunity. Later on tonight, this bunch just erupted for moments.
Here's Sheamus.
Shout out to Adam. Shout out to Fight Back. The Celtic Warrior Sheamus vows this will be a banger. And a match presents. This man, these friends, just wants to come out here and fight somebody. And each and every week says he wants to be a part of the mix. Did a great interview with the Daily Mail a couple of days ago. We'll talk about that just a little bit, about his career and how long he wants to be here in WWE. And it still feels like it's the prime of his career. It looks like it. It feels like it. And he sounds like it. He's confident. Good reason. Quickly get coming out here and getting into a fight, a brutal fight every week. And referee Jessica Carr understands what's at hand here tonight. It won't be a pretty wrestling match. It'll be a brawl.
What was my favorite match we record this weekend? Both shows put together. Thinking on it. I finally have a solid mustache going on. I'm just noticing that. Like you know? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think I could finally pull it off. But to actually answer the question, probably Gargano Ciampa. If we're just going off those, if we're just going off the pay-per-views, the cage match today is my favorite match I've put together in a while, though.
I got you an opportunity for a match as well as return. Might be an indication that they're better than ever. Maybe. Or maybe not. Grayson Waller told me earlier that it's not necessarily just Sheamus. Basically all redheads. Really. Basically, yeah. I think that's how he's kind of channeled his strategy. Oh, so all redheads. Yes. So Carrot Top. And I don't know how you do that, honestly. Especially Sheamus. That's on Lynch. I don't think it's a good idea. It's Grayson knows.
What was I working on? I was doing something. I have zoned out. Right, I remember what I was working on now.
South Carolina tonight for Monday night. A little bit interesting WWE trivia now and a Cashapp fact. I was in the main event in Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, the main event against the greatest of all time, John Cena, back in 2012. It was absolutely incredible. I got to see his face, and I told him what it was like to be fighting Cole. Let's look at that, Mr. Main Event. Obviously.
Oh, God. Because for some reason, this replay of John Cena versus Michael Cole from 2012. For some reason, that is what is important to have on the main show and not on commercial. Our match was shorter. Reed, Pierce, the speed match. The speed match. Reed and Pierce went over 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
I learned something about you. What? That is the most insanely placed tattoo in the history. Let alone everything going on down yonder. And then the thought of, look at Charles Robinson, who has seen everything in the business. He was disgusted by John Cena slopping JR's barbecue sauce all over your shaved chest. But the tattoo placement, the bulge will say, in the in-athleticism that you showcase here in Greenville will be remembered during your Hall of Fame ceremony, pal. Yeah, well, this is absolutely disgusting. And I have to admit that it wasn't one of my finest moments. You're a main eventer that Cole will never forget it. But I would say that I didn't have to be put to sleep to get my tattoo. Jeez. And that hurt. Attitude adjustment from Michael Cole. Might have directed his entire career and led him to this moment. Not quite as embarrassing as Heidenreich, but embarrassing enough.
Jeez. Heidenreich reference in the year 2025. The Michael Cole Heidenreich moment referenced by on WWE television.
So next week, I will give you your match one-on-one. It's going to need a lot more than luck. It's just going to end your career just like you did to that clown Otis. Frankly, it's going to be nice to see Alpha Academy put down good. What do you want, anyway? Pierce, I know that we have their big tag team championship match next week. That's great, but what about me? What about Gable? I'm here to talk Money in the Bank qualified matches for myself. You know, you got. I could have sworn we already had this conversation. Does anybody knock around here? What's going on, man?
I feel for Pierce just yelling, does anybody knock around here? Bro's going through it, and I feel so bad for him on that one.
We don't want the Raiders to win. No one does, right? Anywhere but here. It's like crisis in your anyway. What the hell got in here, bro? Thank God. So the new thing. Took his glasses. I feel sorry for Adam Pearce tonight. And I sort of feel sorry for Grayson Waller tonight, too, one-on-one with Sheamus.
Oh, poor Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce's office, that would have to cut through the soul there of general manager. Soul. Yeah, Jack. First time ever tonight. Sheamus and Grayson Waller one-on-one here on Monday Night Raw. Again, this match was originally scheduled 2 weeks ago. Grayson Waller just smacked Sheamus in the mouth, and Waller would have tricked Theory into taking the matchup. Theory would get his payback on his tag team partner last week. You were saying moments ago that Waller has a unique strategy for this match tonight. Yeah, I think he smacked Sheamus in the mouth right there. Well, he's thinking about running or thinking about taking a fight, Sheamus, but everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth, and that's what Sheamus does. And blocked by Grayson Waller, the uber athletic Waller. Just trying to stick it through.
Safe to assume Sheamus wins this. We get more tease of the dissension between A-Town Down Under and then nothing.
for not being part of WrestleMania this year. Said he is so passionate about his job. That he's in the best shape of his life, of his career. Wants to consistently have banger after banger matches. That I can do it for a number of more years, and I'm just going to do it so they have to pretty much drag me out of the ring.
He feels honored to get the opportunity to wrestle in the WWE. He treats it that way. He's willing to do whatever.
He's taken down by Grayson Waller.
He wants to know if you can handle it as much as he can. He's in the ring with a man that had a similar style.
Yes. And you saw the boots still going up on your body tonight.
Yeah, but I can tell them they're like, they just want to know if you got it. That's what they're looking for.
Really fight. Jessica Clark back out of the way.
Two favorites, one season for Australia. Yep.
Midsection. Another hit dog. Sam's not allowing it to happen. Big block by the Velvet Warriors.
And Waller gets the taste taken out of his mouth.
Sheamus still after the one championship that's eluded him his entire career, the Intercontinental title. Then he'd like one more shot, one more opportunity at the belt.
Feels like he's ready for it.
What a feel as he sends Waller across the ring.
I agree with you.
We're going to get a shot of Theory. He's actually making some.
Two favorites and a Raw. Yep. Well, these are good Raw from there, you know.
Not knocked out by Sheamus. He's supposed to be your body, Austin. What are you doing here?
Austin just asked if he was good or not. Attack him.
And there's Theory.
Standing down. Sheamus, a distraction maybe by Theory. He
Yeah.
said, hello.
It's right off our announce table.
It's Grayson Waller.
And now Waller slides underneath the ring. Clothesline knocks Sheamus down.
The Aussie icon. Oh my God.
Austin, he told you to take some notes.
You need pen and paper? We got some. Pencil?
I think he actually forgot that the reason he's dominating right now is because of Austin Theory, but nonetheless. Can you get my phone for me? It's flying somewhere.
Yeah, big Irishman flow.
That's not mine. That's yours.
Okay, that's what you're my daughter.
I was wondering why I picked you a daughter. It was on my phone. Hey, Grayson Waller now. Top rope cover for the win on Sheamus and a kick out.
Good job of my coach. Let's fight. It's awesome.
Now, Grayson Waller thanks to Austin Theory to turn this thing around.
Certainly has. Tell you what, I'm impressed with what the Aussie icon, Grayson Waller, is doing with Sheamus.
Yeah, Waller, tremendous athlete, former tag team champion.
Folks, I'm Sheamus right now.
Now let's go Sheamus. Grayson Waller, hard talking, braggadocious. Got showboating style.
Out of boxing. Out of boxing. Want to prove himself. Thinks he has what it takes. He's clearly telling Austin Theory he's better than them telling him to take notes. That duo continues to try to figure out.
You know, I don't like to pat myself on the back too often about stuff in LS11 universe, as you know, I try and not be super full of myself about stuff, and I try and be, I don't know if humble's the right word. I try and be very modest about it, and like not frequently going out there and being like, oh yeah, I did this really well. This was awesome. I'm so proud. Like, this was great. No one can tell me otherwise and stuff like that. But like, I will say, I'm really fucking proud of the storytelling of the entire Seth Rollins Nathan Frazier story. I am very proud of that story at this point.
Including Austin Theory.
Theory cover again. Sheamus fights out of this.
He's a baller.
A huge night for him. Theory looking on. You gotta wonder what he's thinking. Does he want Waller to win? Does he maybe be embarrassed in Waller because he lost to Sheamus a couple of weeks back. Just kind of waited out a couple of knees there.
Oh.
Sheamus' shoulder first into the post. Waller looking great ever since the distraction a number of minutes ago by Theory. I'm real interested to see what his relationship with Theory and Waller is back because Waller sucks chin, and now Austin Theory's been good chin. Theory making a lot of strange facial expressions out here as he watches Waller go after Sheamus.
Yeah, what a Raw. What a Raw. What a Raw indeed. Top to bottom, one of my favorites. Oh yeah, they are chanting for Theory. Oh yeah, Raw after PLEs are always really good. I like to think.
Shots to the chest of Grayson Waller. What a move by Waller. Wasn't even able to breathe with the question. That was incredible. Up over the top and just stopping the back of the neck and David. I think Grayson Waller's talking about everything right now. I didn't feel him, brother. Yeah, Waller. Look at that rolling flatliner. Hey, caught him. Cover now. By Waller. Fucking away. Save us at 2. I think Grayson is able to do that after the beating of Sheamus in the corner. Obviously, that's a display with Grayson Waller. He was a bit arrogant, is what some people think. Big smile on his face, realizing he is in control. Totally taking his time, walking the second rope. Now, Austin Theory, I don't know what Theory.
Oh!
The distraction on purpose or not, but whatever it was, it pushed Waller, who ran into a knee by Sheamus, and he may have a broken jaw. Sheamus.
God, next week's Raw technically has over 10 matches because of the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet matches in LS11 Universe always count as individual matches, not just one big match. So if Austin Theory were to
Here by Sheamus. Yeah, Sheamus punishing Waller here. Look at the like a sack of leaves carrying him on his back. Walking him across the ring. I think Waller plays more than his.
But yeah, what was I to say? Yeah, next week's Raw, there is, in theory, no pun intended, Austin Theory could get 9 victories next week.
Now, why so serious there from Sheamus to Grayson Waller? Waller still fighting back. Sheamus knocked out to the apron. Grayson Waller. Waller put the fight here tonight against the Celtic Warrior. This is Sheamus. He's going to steal the 10 beats in the conference. Sheamus.
Oh, Grayson, you done messed up, mate. Man, I gotta say, seeing Grayson Waller... Oh, that got botched a little bit. Seeing Grayson Waller, I gotta say, I got kind of screwed this season in the Grayson Waller for Giovanni Vinci trade. I kind of got screwed on that one. I don't blame Ray. I don't. Like, I don't blame Ray on that at all.
The argument with Theory did not allow Waller to get out of harm's way, and now Sheamus is going to make a play right in front of
I really like Austin Theory's attire tonight. And whoppa! Uh-oh. Alright, forewarning, if the stream suddenly kind of cuts me off mid-sentence, and that was not a setup for a gag, there was just thunder booming outside. We lost power last week on Wednesday. Yeah? Yeah. We lost power last Wednesday. So, you know, doing that soft reset on my beard, it has come in looking so much better. Like I said, this is the best my mustache has ever looked.
With a huge win here on Monday Night Raw. Sheamus getting better and better and better with banger after banger after banger. Jab. He's way more disciplined, strength, and built much better than both of us. Well, it's a big week because two friends of WWE, Tyrese Halliburton of the Indiana Pacers, Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks, massive WWE fans. Face-off starting Wednesday night, the Eastern Conference Finals of the NBA playoffs. Back from Indiana, I'm a massive New York Knicks fan all the way back in 73.
Yeah, Beard's got a hell of a gauntlet to run, you're right. But hey, Johnny Gargano did it last year. Not from number 1, I think he did it from number 4. Dijak did it, went 1, 2, and 3, and then Gargano eliminated him.
Well, earlier on today, Pat and I had the opportunity to talk to Tyrese Halliburton, the Pacers, via satellite from Indianapolis. Welcome again, Tyrese. And, you know, I've been on these secret recording sessions over the past couple of months, lending my voice to a very special character in the 2K video game. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news, Tyrese Halliburton will be a part of the Dumpster Destruction package for the WWE 2K25 video game later this year. Congrats to you, Tyrese. This has to be a dream come true, my brother.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Obviously, I got the opportunity.
There you go. Tyrese Halliburton is going to be part of the Dunks and Destruction pack.
So I'm excited about being a playable character in the game, and yeah, it's gonna be super cool. So I appreciate the opportunity, and I look forward to it.
You know, Tyrese, we showed some of the clips from you and Jalen Brunson getting into it. Jalen, of course, the star of the New York Knicks last June in SmackDown in Madison Square Garden. Did you ever think that the rivalry would get to this point when you're going to be in the Garden Wednesday night, just a few steps away from perhaps playing in your first ever NBA Finals?
Point over Johnny. Yeah, you're right. Bro's dead.
You know, see the Knicks again down the line after that series last year, and I didn't know when, but I knew it would happen eventually. And here we are. So I'm excited about it. Obviously, this is a special rivalry that I'm excited to be a part of, and keep adding chapters to it. So I'm looking forward to it.
I love that we got both voices in this interview thus far. I also love the fact that you're in the video game for WWE, and he has his own commemorative merch right now at WWEshop.com. You got merch, you're in a video game. Now, in the near future, obviously, this rivalry with the New York Knicks, deep hatred between the type of feel you in the middle of it, and how does it feel to be taking on the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, obviously it's a really special rivalry dating back to the 90s. You know, it's like Rock Austin, most, fans love this stuff. So I'm excited to be a part of it. Last year, I think that I didn't know what I was necessarily getting into. I knew it was just going to be a competitive series, but now understanding the hatred.
Look, I'm not a big basketball guy. I will give respect to Tyrese, though. He is clearly a wrestling fan, and he is clearly endearing himself to the wrestling fans, so I'm not sitting here shitting on him like I do that clown Travis Scott.
By the time we get to Saturday night, which is an off day, the Knicks are going to be up 2-0. Oh, shut up, Cole. You biased piece of trash. Don't you listen to this, Tyrese. You're making time for us out of your day. Don't listen to this trash bag. But Tyrese, I know you're going to be watching Saturday night's main event on NBC, and I want to ask you your predictions for the main event between Jey Uso and Logan Paul for the world title.
Yeah, so you guys know I was in the yard with Logan. Logan's my guy. Also from Cleveland, Cavs, so he texted back and forth after that series as well. So I would love to say Logan, but I know where my heart lays right now. I know where I'm standing. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. Tyrese, congratulations and good luck in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, good job giving that kid tickets in a first-class tickets and a suite hotel in Indianapolis for a month. Oh, on Pat's show today. Yeah, you did that out of your pocket. My show. You're a good man.
I mean, you should say no word.
No. Good luck, Tyrese. Yeah, Pat, you should pay for it. Nonetheless, Pat and I will be ringside Saturday night on NBC, streaming on Peacock, live nationwide, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. What a matchup. CM Punk teaming up with Sami Zayn to take on Rollins and Breakker on Saturday night. Pat, how about this one? Not for the title, it's about respect.
Yeah, Tonga Loa got wrecked. It was great.
His childhood hero was John Cena. He's always said, so for this to happen on the one last time run for John Cena, it's a beautiful thing. And R-Truth has a chance for John Cena's moves. Are you ready for this? It finally comes down. This personal rivalry will end inside a few weeks. And for stop these two men, they are going to destroy each other in that steel cage. And Jey Uso defends his World Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul, who Paul win his first world title. Tyrese Halliburton, legend in the making, says 4 letters, 1 word. I think that's how a lot of people feel. All at Saturday night's main event. Let's check in with Kathy Kelly now.
Thanks, Cole. Well, speaking of that match, I am here with the ring general, Gunther. Earlier tonight, you said you didn't care who won between Logan Paul and defending World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso this Saturday. But with others now targeting that championship, is your game plan different heading into tonight?
Oh, hello, Seth.
Been a while since we shared the same space. Let me know. World Heavyweight Championship. Pretty good, man. Pretty good stuff. Well, you're a pretty good champ.
Interesting conclusion. I heard about a long-term plan. Well, visionary said, you're pretty short-sighted. Because you're definitely not the long game around here. Future around.
I came here out of professional courtesy for someone I thought I had respect for. So I'll give it to you straight. If you happen to find that World Heavyweight Championship around your waist again, you will be treated no different than anybody else. You will make yourself target.
Trying to find something I sent the other day in the Discord.
What's that? Please. I cannot wait. In fact, I am eagerly awaiting.
Seth Rollins might have got a lot of deals here tonight.
He really does.
begins her quest and an opportunity at another world championship. Looking to qualify for money in the bank. Triple threat action. Live on Netflix. What an opportunity. Mommy wants it all. Rhea Ripley fired up here tonight.
Now the roof blew off of this place. Remember, she was shown on screen earlier, and the entire time she has entered this arena. Electrifying, to say the least.
Massive star, multi-time women's world champion. One of a kind.
Absolutely. The Australian anomaly.
This business embodied Rhea.
Oh, always good to see Rhea Ripley on my TV screen.
Yeah. Are you gonna catch it? Uh-oh.
I don't know. Her jacket's probably tough enough. That's kind of the Rhea Ripley though.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the Rio win here.
You're pretty tough.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and that's what I mean.
I still feel robbed when I went to Raw back in January, and she was the champion at the time. We didn't get to see her in the arena. We saw her on the Tron, and that was it. I was like, that was part of why I was at Raw. I wanted to see Rhea. I wanted to yell unspeakable things. I'm kidding. I would not have disrespected her. It's about power. And the power she has over me.
Just told that man to get his hand out of her face. Not wanting to make any friends and doesn't appear. Zoe coming out here, all business. Could you imagine Zoe's phone in the Money in the Bank match?
Zoe's been in a couple already in her career, but very active in
Mm.
those. Wants to win her first ever. Talked to her earlier today. Believes she got a fresh start in WWE and wants to make a move here tonight.
Maybe on this version of Zoe has the chance to be world champion. As she pops her jacket.
Lisa Taylor, I believe. WWE is coming to LA on Saturday, June 7th for World Collide and Key Inform. The Money in the Bank and Intuit. Individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
Stickers and absolutely ridiculous.
That's the whole life.
Stickers have been great.
He's a lot of them. He's still not too fast. Off the back.
Oh, Kairi Sane's back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kairi Sane returning to action here on Monday Night Raw tonight. She's been out since December, where she suffered a horrific hand injury. I spoke to Kairi earlier today. She told me she's 100% and she's ready to make some noise. This should be an incredible triple threat matchup tonight. To qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Alexa Bliss qualified on Friday Night SmackDown. Roxanne Perez qualified earlier tonight. 4 spots remain. 2 on Raw, 2 on SmackDown.
Oh, man.
When that man can somehow do his job better than when he had to. Kyrie saying, welcome back.
Oh, you guys remember the white vest and white shirt that the white vest and the white pants that I was showing you guys on stuff Friday? They are no longer white. I have successfully dyed them purple.
As we saw earlier tonight, Pat, there are no countouts, no disqualification in a triple threat match. Live about
They are now successfully purple. There's the pants. And here's the vest. I've got to iron them before the con on Saturday, or on Friday when I wear them. But there they are. For my Mario Golf Super Rush Waluigi outfit. And, yeah. I'm committing to the bit. I'm committing to the bit very hard, okay? I'm going to be very hardly... I'm going to commit to it very hard, okay? Why don't we eat it down? Going all in on these Waluigi cosplays. Like I said, I may or may not have bought a pair of high heels for one of them.
Which is why Rhea Ripley is so beloved by everybody. Nice leapfrog by Zoe. Rhea able to roll through. Big drop kick by Rhea. Going off for athleticism in this match. Rhea is so focused. Talked to her earlier today. She understands that this is an opportunity to get back to the world title hunt. Saw her staring down her tag partner last week, the world champ Io Sky. Triple threat, it's hard to put an odds on favorites, but Rhea Ripley is favored in every match she gets in. For a long time, Kyrie Sane was at Rhea across the ring. Great to see Kyrie Sane back. Kyrie, a two-time NXT Women's Champ. Kyrie Sane, one-time NXT Women's Champ, two-time Tag Champ. Zoe went for that missile drop kick, and I believe Zoe may have gotten hurt. I believe she hurt her knee when she came off that top.
I'm sorry, this made me laugh harder than it should have. Santi posts, I think Tyrese Halliburton got more screen time just now than all of Karrion Kross's appearances since WrestleMania combined. Top response, yeah, and I hate that because I don't even like baseball.
Is going to back off the competitors so the doctor can deal with Zoe Stark. This is a tragic situation. Zoe has had knee injuries.
That popped me. That was pretty good. That's some shit I would say. Oh shit, I was not ready for that one.
Qualified for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Zoe Stark landed awkwardly, coming off the top rope with that sniper missile drop kick, and I believe she may have pre-injured a knee that caused her many problems in the past. So, Zoe right now. WWE tonight. Showing her some respect. Zoe, extremely upset. Going to be helped out of the by our doctor. Now we can come down to a one-on-one match.
Oh yeah, Zoe Stark's gonna be carried out by medical. Oh shit.
Tonight goes on. Obviously, WWE social media will be covering that. Now we're going to reset that. It's going to be now a one-on-one match between Rhea and Kyrie Sane. It is a Sane. And hopefully it's not as bad as it looks for Zoe.
That's definitely not good. I think it's a Rhea win with her qualifying. Hopefully Julia qualifies on SmackDown. Yeah, I'm hoping for that as well. I'm hoping for a Julia win on Friday, but you never count out Charlotte Flair, unfortunately.
big elbow to Kyrie. Now Ripley with a big boot. Down goes Kyrie Sane. And Rhea Ripley fired up here. Certainly wants to sell his Greenville. Again, I think that the fact that this is now one-on-one will favor Rhea Ripley in this match. Again, Kyrie Sane returning action for the first time in nearly 6 months. She's taking the fight to Rhea now. Kyrie looks to be in tremendous shape as well. Ripley. And one of these women going to join Alexa Bliss and Roxanne Perez in the
Yeah, but you never want to see people getting injured.
ladder match. Cover by Rhea. Kick out. And again, ladies and gentlemen, the situation here in Greenville, South Carolina is this. This triple threat match between Rhea Ripley, Kyrie Sane, and Zoe Stark is now a one-on-one match to qualify for the Money in the Bank contract ladder match.
Yeah, with Zoe being gone, I 100% see Rhea winning.
That sniper missile drop kick off the top rope. She landed
I think any chance Kyrie had of winning would have been if Zoe was still in it.
a knee that surgically repaired and kept her out of action for a number of months. Rhea Ripley, oh, and a far-away slam by Ripley. We'll try to get you an update on Zoe whenever we can. Rhea now drags Kyrie back, center of the ring, hook of the leg, kick out by Sane. This is Kyrie's first match since December. Rhea Ripley on a mission, though. She wants another crack at the world title. And the easiest way to do that for the Money in the Bank contract ladder match and the Prince of Block. This is.
Good God.
And she's got Kyrie centered her with Kyrie tap out. Rhea Ripley is a champion. She doesn't have gold. She's looking for it. Money in the Bank. There's a way to get it back. Kyrie Sane had no idea she had a one-on-one match with Rhea Ripley. Yeah, and again, I think the fact that it's one-on-one definitely favors Rhea. As Kyrie Sane returns to action for the first time in nearly 6 months. Especially if you don't have time to prepare specifically for Rhea Ripley. Now, Kyrie Sane is back. She was fantastic. And Kyrie in the corner. Here we go. Kyrie says, what were you saying about Rhea Ripley? Top rope. High flyer. Rhea Ripley. We're going to count it out. Both women slugging away here. Same for Rhea Ripley. It's Kyrie somehow gets his shoulder up. Visibly matched this event. I mean, a drop kick. Again, you qualify for the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. You head to LA in 2 weeks from Saturday. You climb a ladder, you grab the contract that's inside a briefcase. That contract gives you the opportunity to cash in a world championship opportunity anytime you want. That's what that stage we talked about earlier back at the case of life career. Everything in an instant. Rhea Ripley's been there, done that a lot. She's looking to get back. Now looking for Rick Tide and Kyrie Sane. Try to put Kyrie away. Sane, though, able to drop behind and catch her with a backhand. Good elbow by Kyrie Sane. Now driving Rhea toward the corner. You can ask guys like Sheamus how it changes his career to cashing Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins did it at WrestleMania. Damian Priest as well. Kyrie delivers a blow to Ripley. Every time, put herself into a different stratosphere. Bayley did the same thing a few years prior. Io Sky as well. And now Kyrie Sane, top rope over the inside.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
Food, shall I say, to Kyrie Sane coming from the top rope. Devastating enough to begin with, let alone was falling into the
what was I about to say? I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I might be doing some work with Grizzly again pretty soon here. He's sent me some stuff asking for just a little bit of assistance. So you might be hearing his voice on WrestleMania Kickoff in return. Yeah, as in put an established star or two in the match. Well, you already got Bliss in there. You're going to have Rhea in there. I think that's good enough for established stars. And then I think from there, it's got to be all younger people on the women's side. There's not even been anything on the men's side yet. No, wait, no, there has. Solo's in. I'm tired, man. Like, I am going to bed as soon as stream is over tonight. For reference, I got up this morning, I came in here, sat down, ate breakfast, and then 8:30 or so I left this morning, and I was out until almost 6:45. So I was out for 10 hours today. And that's a Rhea dub. That's my girl. Yeah, I'd forgotten we had Solo. I'm gonna be so real with you. I had forgotten we had Solo. That's how unmemorable Solo is for me right now.
Now joins Roxanne Perez. And what's the list? Going 3 of the 6 spots for Rhea tonight. What a match for Rhea. Once it became a one-on-one match, we thought it favored Rhea Ripley. Tyree
See
said,
Braun or Seth being there. Yeah, I definitely see that too.
since December, Rhea Ripley stands tall as the Money in the Bank, which I assume she thought is how this match is going to end. And again, more men's and women's qualifying matchups fighting out on SmackDown. Men's and women's next week, of course. On Monday Night Raw, also want to send our well wishes out to Zoe Stark, who's injured in this matchup here tonight. Well, you know, tomorrow, Sam Roberts and Megan Morant will dive into everything Monday Night Raw. It is, of course, the Raw recap. And the special guest is none other than Indiana Pacers' Tyrese Halliburton. We'll talk a lot more about meetings, big game, and of course the NBA.
Look, man, Solo's just very boring.
People learn about Tyrese.
You know,
He's a great superstar. He's incredible in our city. And the Pacers all about to battle the Knicks. We'll see. But next week, Monday Night Raw is going to be in Tampa, Florida, capping off what's going to be a great weekend in Tampa. And I don't know if Tozawa has a death wish or not, but he's got to go one-on-one back with Reset. Reset's on a mission to teach people to stop doing what they're doing and be their true selves, like he did when he left the company, he said. That has made him a very dangerous man. They go one-on-one next week on Raw. Tozawa. I admire the courage of loyalty to your friends. But you must be hiding cheers and delusional plans to change me. I was just trying to do what's best for you. Trying to fix you. Like I fixed myself. You challenge me to a grateful little man. I was born in the depths. I am the son of thunder. Who are you to judge me? You've got my attention. You should have thanked me and walked away. Instead, you listened to them. Next week on Monday Night Raw, I will embrace your challenge with open arms.
I'm really liking Rusev's presentation in WWE right now.
Meanwhile, Braun Breaker has his orders. Break Jey Uso. Seth Rollins says, make it play because this is personal now. And for the World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso, it's about revenge and survival. Jey versus Braun Breaker live on Netflix.
Hmm. Oh boy, a New Day promo. Sorry, it doesn't work for me, man.
For me, as each and every one of you already know, I graduated from the greatest college in the world just right down the street, and that is Furman University. And based on all the incessant piles of cheese that we see here in the audience tonight, I'm still the best thing to come out of this dinner. Don't prove that. You can't prove that. The man is being honest. He's telling the truth. And speaking of honesty and telling the truth, the honest truth is that we would love to defend these tag team titles. However, we just can't seem to find worthy opponents. Now. The teams here on Raw are very good. But let's be real. Once they're faced with any sort of adversity, they're just gonna crumble like grandma's cookies. Your grandma's not ours. Our grandma's put the best out of some cookies. And let's take the LWO for example, who we all know is nothing without Rey Mysterio, who just so happens to be on the show. Yet again, it's just a matter of time before they cease to exist.
There we go. It makes the camera's focus. Yeah, Jay and Braun's the main event. I assume that's coming out.
They've been fighting for like a calendar year. So any day now, Grayson Waller's gonna kick Austin Theory's head straight off the shoulder. Not the Dream Boys, however. They got some talent. I like those guys. They got some talent. But the War Raiders, the former tag team champions of the world, the guys we beat at WrestleMania.
LA Solo, Black, Mello, Braun, Seth, Penta, Finn, Cross. Yeah, pretty good lineup.
The star. That's right. Not Eric. All these teams, they don't really matter. The only team that matters is your boys, the New Day. And you should thank God that you have us. Thank God for the New Day. Hey, you know, what's your story when Steph McMahon features sit-downs and people from all walks of life, sports, entertainment, business, and more?
With Steph McMahon. Yeah? That's what we're calling her now.
Dominic Mysterio. Catch What's Your Story this Thursday on Steph McMahon's YouTube channel or any audio platform where you get your podcasts. Absolute quality needed to get it. God.
What is she doing here?
Oh, Roxanne's here.
We've been chatting the last couple of weeks, and I'd just like to take a moment to formally introduce Roxanne Perez to the chicken. Just know a bit about what Dom said a couple of weeks ago about how we might need some more numbers around here. Liv is going to appreciate this. You have me, JD, and Carlito all covering your back. But Raquel and Liv have no. I still think we should talk, especially with all the Judgment Day. It's all not enough. Listen, she's not a member of the team. You know, sometimes we need a little help around here. And in that case, we have Roxanne.
We're trying to find that place on Raw, and
Oh, Roxanne comes bearing gifts for Judgment Day. Oh my god, it's gonna be chicken nuggets. She get Carlitos just some apples or something? Yup.
we've been introduced. You've given us your presents. You can go now. Liv will hear about this.
Alright, they finally have me interested in Finn again. I'm so happy about that.
Don't miss your chance to get up close and personal with your favorite WWE superstars, along with a stacked lineup of athletes and celebrities, including Tom Brady, Kevin Durant, Derek Jeter, Peyton Manning, and many more. And that emanates from the Javits Center in New York City, June 20th to June 22nd. This is one show the WWE Universe does not want to miss. So secure your tickets now.
I don't know. I don't even want to know how much Fanatics Fest costs. I don't even want to know. Terrified.
Tampa next Monday, Memorial Day for Monday Night Raw. And check out what we got next week. Have more Money in the Bank qualifying matchups, including
I do not think Roxanne's going to try and steal Dom. I don't think that's how they're going to do it. I think she's essentially going to be Finn's answer to Liv as Finn builds Balor Club.
are in abundance. And good luck to Zawa.
Rusev's on a warpath right now, and Tozawa's next. And good luck to Tozawa, but that feels like
I'm thinking it's going to be
And it's going to be fun. The World Tag Title's on the line.
triple threat tag match next week. That'll be fun.
American made and
As I said, don't know if I'll be around for that next week. Quite simply.
next week.
I might be recovering from post-con next week. Alright, here we go. But if I'm looking at the Raw roster, I'm thinking Finn's answer. Finn is obviously the counter to Dom. I think Finn sways JD over to his side, so JD's the answer to Carlito. And then Roxanne's the answer to Liv. And so the answer to Raquel would be... I remember I saw someone on Going in Raw in their chat suggest maybe a call-up for Lash Legend to be the answer to Raquel. I'm not against that.
And the fighter just showed up. Oh, champion. Over Jey Uso. Tonight's not about defending the championship. Tonight is about revenge and retribution, but more importantly for Jey Uso, it's about surviving. To get to Saturday night's main event, to get to Logan Paul, to get to that title defense. This is life at the top, Jey Uso.
Zarya? No, I don't think you call her up too soon. She's got her own stuff going on right now. She's still got the Sol Ruka stuff going on. I want to see that story play out first. And I want to see Zarya go on a dominant run with a title of some kind first.
This man is oozing champion right now. Radiating through every city. With every dude.
I don't see Izzy because of the culling. Oh yeah, Izzy Dame, yeah. I don't see that being a thing either, unfortunately. Yeah, the culling is unfortunately a thing, isn't it? His Brummer first thing. I like the woman lyrics. I really like this one.
The World Championship, and whether or not Jey Uso can carry the weight and the responsibility of being world champion. Well, if he can run the gauntlet that could face him over the next 3 weeks, then he'll prove he can handle the weight of the title. Tonight, it is a non-title affair against Braun Breaker. He has to get through Breaker because Saturday night, he's got Logan Paul with the title on the line. Saturday night's main event. And if he survives Saturday night, 3 weeks from tonight, he has to defend against the man he beat at WrestleMania. That would be Gunther. And Jey Uso run the gauntlet. Will he be up for the challenge? And for Breaker, it is about breaking. It is about hurting Jey Uso tonight. The marching winners from Seth Rollins' path. Rollins said it was all business a couple of weeks ago when he faced Jey Uso for the world title. But from side to side, it is long-time rival CM Punk and, of course, Sami Zayn last week. It changed from business to personal for Rollins.
The last person I would want to have to face, just days before a world title event, would be Braun Breaker.
Breaker with nothing to lose. It's not about winning this match for him. It's about getting him back there. It's really new for Seth Rollins very close tonight about making sure he's in line for the title match 3 weeks from tonight. Chase goes toe-to-toe with Breaker tonight. Driving Breaker up over the top rope into the floor.
So here it is. Post pressure. Jay showing up in the biggest way.
Jay now, suicide dive, takes Breaker out. Been very impressed with the way Usos responded the past number of weeks. Heyman goes on for the side. Puts it to the twisted. Jay Uso earlier tonight, he said no matter what happens the next few weeks, the world title is coming back to Seth.
Paul Heyman. Rollins around the backstage area.
Not only wise, of course, the wise man, Paul Heyman, changed so many careers over the years. Billions of dollars. Look at what he's done for the likes of Brock Lesnar. Here's the Punk. Your assessment of Jay's title reign so far seems to get more confident.
I think he's getting confidence. I think he's learning with the position he's being the world champion. I think he's kind of mastering it in his own way. Obviously, first time.
It's more difficult to be the
Pedigree is, I'd say Jey Uso's pedigree is used to being in the top. Be lonely up there, there's a lot of pressure, and everybody wants what you have.
the fight that Breaker and the company cannot be pleased. But seeing out of Jay tonight. That part is all business until Jay decides to align himself with Zayn and CM Punk, of course, Punk a Seth Rollins, and that's when it turned things around from Seth and then very
Ugh. Poor Ray just got a wall of text from me where we're hard discussing the
Obviously, there you go. Braun Breaker.
my favorite part of Raw. Oh, the part where Seth and Nathan just went full drama on one another. Just stop making me do this. I don't want to hurt you. Stop making me.
What's interesting about this match tonight, Pat, is this is a rivalry renewed. The third time these two have gone one-on-one. Back in September, remember, Jey Uso beat Braun Breaker to win his first singles championship, the Intercontinental.
Oh boy. But yeah, definitely the sheer drama of the segment.
This time, no titles on the line, but it's all about physicality. At the same time, he's garnered hundreds of millions.
Why is Japan iconic? It's given us so much stuff, man. It's given us Nintendo. It's given us Pokemon. It's given us Sailor Moon. It gave us a lot of just in pop culture. It's given us a lot of stuff. It's also just got a lot of rich culture outside of like, video games and stuff like that as well.
All those talents, no doubt about that. You'll have to wonder how long he's had his eyes on Braun Breaker. Oh, wow! Breaker intercepted Uso with a slam, hook of the leg, kick out by the champ.
Pokemon was like the first thing I said, Zach. Cage match was cinema cross returning was an oh shit moment. It really was, and that's what I wanted it to be as well. Originally, it was going to go very differently as well, and one day I'll talk more about it.
Got all of it. I think he went for the side of it. Uso might have been able to wiggle his way out of the grip there.
Thoughts on Pro Wrestling Japan from 2K? Never really used it. I think Ray was going to use it at one point, but it never happened. That's fine. I don't really have strong attach. The only indie from the 2K games I have any kind of attachment to is LAW, and that's because I did the whole series with it. He's a bum, yells Braun. Yeah, there was points in times where I debated doing more indies on the channel. More original indies, but
would be happy if Jay knocks off Breaker tonight. That man, Paul Heyman. All anybody really wants at the end of the day is Braun Breaker to do some damage to Jay Uso. That's what that was definitely. Logan Paul is certainly looking good as well. Braun Breaker was going to win and beat up our champion. The turning point evening, I think, for Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman, and Seth freaking Rollins. Breaker back to his feet. Jey Uso back up as well. Jay, the section on the other side, got him with the shoulder though. They drove Breaker outside the ring and right to our announce tape. A big kick from Jey Uso. Went into the keyhole basically. Jey Uso. Jey with a suicide dive. Caught by Braun Breaker. Braun now slamming Uso under our table. Right into the ring post. And Breaker now slinging Jey into the table. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God, no, we've seen this before.
True. New Japan and Japan in general did give us Bullet Club. You are right about that. I didn't think about that. Oh, jeez.
Absolute craziness here on Monday Night Raw. Breaker took off with the apron, flew about 20 feet out of the table on Uso. They'll kill himself and Uso at the same time. He would have cleared our table. He would have cleared our desk. I have no idea how this dude is this explosive. But he took some damage as well. I don't know how you good front in that form.
Hold on, SpongeBob. Oh, I love classic SpongeBob.
That guy's got a title defense on Saturday. He's taking on a dog on Monday night.
Love classic SpongeBob.
Jeez. Oh my God. You didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that. Well, maybe you shouldn't have put up that sign. You didn't deserve that. Well, he opened the door, Ron gave it. Nonetheless, Breaker and Jay back into the ring. That was unbelievable. Our table's wrecked. I don't know how you saw Jay Uso happen. I don't know. My chair's missing a wheel. And now Braun Breaker is putting Jay Uso up on the top rope. Braun Breaker is just that. He's a breaker of things. He's destructive. Uh-oh. Superplex. Jay Uso. He lost, but Jay's able to block now. Great defense by Jay Uso up there. Oh, what's he think? Jay Uso blocks her. Hang on.
I'm not getting, like, I'm enjoying the bell-to-bell action of it. Like, I am enjoying the actual wrestling of it. But I'm like, I'm just also sitting here, like, I'm not going to get super invested in any near falls because, like, Seth's going to show up in about 10 minutes. Like, somewhere in the next 10 minutes, Seth's going to show up. He's going to attack Jay. It's going to cause a DQ. Then Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker are going to show up.
Incredible matchup here tonight on our main event on Monday Night Raw, 5 nights away from Jay Uso after the defending title against Logan Paul. Jay Uso, Braun Breaker.
Logan Paul attacking Matt Cardona. I don't think I'm interested.
Not like that at all. Up goes Jay Uso, lands on his feet, table to the right hand, and now both men exchanging blows. Yeah, this is not about a championship. It's about Breaker breaking Uso down. Relax. He lost a third something. Big shot from these two. Oh, Breaker with a knee. Jay somehow still on his feet. Insecurity caught wrong. Jay's jaw. And Breaker went for a clothesline. Off the ropes now. Pop up. That's wrong.
Ouch.
And now Jay himself for the victory. Kick out at 2. 7. I mean, that's like 7, 8 feet in the sky. Precision offense by the World Heavyweight Champion. Uso showing its mettle tonight. Let's see what it is. And Paul Heyman maybe beginning to turn into a believer when it comes to Jay Uso. Jay, top rope, Breaker's going to meet him then. Breaker again able to pull the momentum. It's game ahead. Loses balance now. Braun Breaker's climbing up. We're going to do this earlier, I believe. Again, Jay able to counter. Great defense yet again by Jay Uso. That could have been bad for a world champion. Oh, wait a minute! Frankenstein! Uso down, Breaker cover. Fall for Breaker. The Steiner family's athleticism knows no bounds.
We got enough titles, JT. We don't need any more titles. I don't want to make it an Infinity Gauntlet title.
Easily the 240, 250. Yeah, tense as they come.
I don't want to make an Infinity Gauntlet title.
I believe he's about to make an example of Jey Uso here. Oh, a spear, he ran into a super kick. Jey from into the cover. Eliminator fall by Uso. They thought it was 3. But the way Braun Breaker fell after getting kicked, we all thought Braun was done. Again, being able to dig down deep, carry the weight of the championship. Oh, Heyman, do it against all odds. Oh, Heyman looking on, scared to death for Braun Breaker, it looks like. Jey Uso. And Paul up on the apron. That allows Breaker to again, Breaker with a steel chair now. What's that? The problem is this isn't about winning the match. This is about destroying Uso. Jey intercepts Breaker. And Paul Heyman again. Jey Uso too quick for Braun Breaker. Trying to provide that distraction pack. And almost cost again.
For half the titles. No, that's an overcorrection. Yeah, there's Seth. I'm not getting rid of any titles right now. The AEW titles become the WCW titles. That's about it.
Doesn't give a damn about Jay's title offense on Saturday. Who's got somehow? He's on his here.
Yep, here comes Phil. He's gonna. Oh, I was gonna say he's gonna come in from behind, but nope. There's Phil. Philip J. Brooks in the house. Look at his eyes. What do you see? And it's on. Punk and Sammy getting the go-home math at the moment. Well, maybe not. Oh, here goes Phil. And Jay's about to get lucky punched. Of course. Alright, well, that's that. I got nothing else for you. I'm going to bed. Bye, everybody. Yeah, pretty average episode of Raw. I don't know how long I want to keep doing these watch-alongs if they're just going to keep being these average episodes like this. Gotta be real with you.